Hello there, my beautiful earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and my fellow Cappies. Let's see what we've got for you this week. We have another weekly reading. This is RJ Crash with Crashing Conjures. Fair warning, I have a new sugar glider on me, and he might make his presence known with a funny noise, but alright, let's get into it. So, we've got the Seven of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Two of Cups, Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords, Nine of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. Wow. Wow. Okay, so I remember last week there was some shit that I basically called myself out on, and I'm wondering if that's carrying over into this week. I don't know if this resonates for you as well, my fellow earth signs, but what I'm seeing here with the Seven of Wands is that there's been some challenges incoming, and they have been dodged, but at the same time there's blockages still preventing some forward movement. But the Two of Cups, I mean, that to me seems like things seem like they're starting to come together, but it's immediately followed by the Seven of Swords, which talks about deceit. And then immediately after that we have the Ten of Swords. You know, that's a need to rest, relax, and take a freaking break. But with the Nine of Swords, that's sleepless nights. That's definitely being bothered by whatever the hell is going on here. For me personally, I have a family member who is doing very poorly, and it's been very triggering to me this week. I've still managed to get things done, despite all of the crap that has come up, but I know I definitely still need healing personally, so I'm kind of wondering if that's sort of the same boat for you. You may not be in the process of losing a family member, but you may be coping with something that's been weighing very heavily on your mind. And just when you think that you're doing okay, like, you know, you've really come to terms with it, you've come to grips with it, think again. There's still some work to be done on it, right? And lastly, you have the Knight of Swords charging ahead. You know, the period of rest is over. The period of sleepless nights over this is over. I actually do think that the Two of Cups, you know, I don't know if you can see this very clearly here, but this sign right here makes me think of, I forget what it's called. It's that symbol that they use for doctors and hospitals. I think it's Asclepius, the Greek god of medicine. It was his symbol, you know, and that's, I feel like there's definite healing coming from that card. So this may be a reminder that you really need to work on healing yourself this week, and not just being so caught up in overcoming the obstacles that you are fooling yourself into thinking that you can take a break from it, you know, because it's still weighing heavily on your mind. And it's time to let that go. You know, it's time to move out of that period. Use your head and intelligently move forward out of this period of darkness. Let's see here. So this one is reminders from Spirit, what we need to hear this week. I am divinely guided. I trust my intuition. I am sacred. I am forgiving. I am supported. And lastly, yes, Chico. And the last one that I have here, let me just make some room for it, is I am curious. Yeah, so there's a lot in here that makes me think that whatever obstacles you may be challenged with this week, you really need to remember that you do have some very strong guides behind you. You are divinely guided. Your intuition is very strong. You have a very strong connection to spirit. If you're feeling down and out about yourself in particular, that's something I'm picking up from this. If you're feeling that your intuition has been crap lately, that you really haven't been in touch with spirit, that you haven't really been yourself lately, then I really think you need to forgive yourself about that. You are supported. Despite all of these challenges, you are supported. You have spirit at your back. Now, I want to talk about something briefly here that's very personal to me. I have lost 19 family members in the last 5 years. That's no small thing. And despite all of that, I work very hard on my spirituality and connecting to my guides. And there are times where, I'm not going to lie, I have some sleepless nights over some of the things that I wish I had done differently in life. I definitely have my periods of feeling dark and depressed and needing a break from it all. Like right now I'm on the verge of losing number 20. My great uncle is doing very poorly. He turned 95 on Monday, and there is talk about putting him in hospice to graciously spend the last time that he has left going out with some dignity. And it's really hard. It's really hard when you have all of those things going on. But at the same time, despite all of these losses, I have never lost sight of the fact that I am divinely guided and I am supported, that I do have spiritual guides who are at my side and here with me every day to help me, even on those days when I wouldn't trust my intuition for a hill of beans because I am so tired, I am so depressed, I am so anxious, or whatever is going on that day. And the thing is, I continue to be curious. I continue to be curious about what's coming next. And I think you should be too. Don't let the trials of life prevent you from knowing that you are strong and passionate and capable. Spirit wouldn't put us through these challenges if we weren't capable of overcoming them. And I know that sounds really trite, but frankly, I believe it. Down to my soul, I believe it, that we are very strong, capable people, my fellow earth signs. And even though we sometimes have extreme difficulties that we go through and dark periods of the soul and everything else, it doesn't mean that you don't have guidance and protection from spirit. And it doesn't mean that you aren't capable. Okay? You do have the support of spirit. They are here for you. If you wonder how I get through my days despite everything that I've been going through these last 5 years, it's knowing that. And it's knowing it to my bones. And I think that may be a lesson that you'll pick up on. If not now, in this moment, I think it's something that will strike you in the near future. Yeah, look at this. Golden Christed Dragon brings you higher love so that you embody the Christ light. Absorb the Christ light. You are protected. Expand your heart and remain fifth dimensional. So yeah, this is reminding you to rise above those worries and cares and anxieties of the physical. you know, and reminding you of your spiritual side. There's really not much more I can say on that without, you know, repeating myself here, but I think it's very important to remember that you are a spiritual being. You know, this too shall pass. This life is temporary. You know, there's a saying I once heard, and I find it rather funny. It's don't take life too seriously. None of us get out of it alive. And it's true. You know, you don't take any of these worries with you. And yes, in the moment, sometimes it's important to take them seriously, but if you take them too seriously, then what do you get? I know, Chico. Okay, so then we have the Earth and Water Dragon. Creates the foundation for new growth. A fresh start is coming with new opportunities. Nurture your ideas and harvest the abundance. Yeah, I mean, part of what I'm picking up from this too is that some grounding may be needed this week. Yeah, look at this, another Earth Dragon, Earth and Fire Dragon. Works with you to clear the fifth dimensional ley lines. It is time for service. When you give, you receive. Yeah, there's definite reminders to get back in touch with your spiritual side this week. Emerald Dragon brings in healing and cosmic abundance. Good fortune is coming. Let your thoughts support your divine perfection. Align with your fifth dimensional blueprint. Yeah, again, that's spiritual energy there. So, you know, it's coming out of all this stuff going on in your head and focusing more on the spiritual side of things. Yeah, look at this. You've got the deep blue dragon. Keeps you safe by clearing your pathway. Trust that you are protected. Walk on a path of light. And how funny, the last one here is another earth dragon. This is just the earth dragon. Clears your path and the land around you. Stay grounded. Be ready to serve. Stuck energy is clearing. You can move forward in life. Yeah, so there's that Knight of Swords stepping in here. Once you get grounded and more in tune with your spiritual side, all of this nonsense is going to clear away. And, you know, I say nonsense a little nonchalantly, and I understand that if you're going through similar things to what I am, it's absolutely not nonsense to you, but keep in mind too that the more seriously you take all of this and the more you internalize that, the harder it's going to be to let it go and heal that energy, okay? Yeah, look at this, flying. Arise and see a higher point of view. So again, ground, and then you will start seeing things from a much clearer perspective. Yes, Chico. Bridge. Stay strong and remain connected to what is important to you. Yeah, so whatever this Seven of Swords energy is about, there's some lying to yourself here, and that's part of what's contributing to those sleepless nights, that anxiety and depression. So, you know, if you can let that go, I think when you really concentrate on what's important to you instead of on what's worrying you, like if you can focus on the end game instead of on the obstacles that are right in front of you, I really think that's going to help a great deal. Yeah, look at this, alien. Accept that you are an unrepeatable, spectacular phenomenon. Cat. Take care of yourself. Yeah, you know, get that rest that you need and the grounding that you need here. Take care of yourself. Trust that if you do, you'll always land on your feet. Oh, here's the most perfect card we could have ended this on. Sex, kiss, hug. Face and embrace all parts of yourself. Yeah. You know, if you've been feeling a little down and out about yourself, again, you know, you are divinely guided. You are sacred. Forgive yourself and remember that you're supported by Spirit. They are here to help you on your journey. They are. They want to help uplift you. You know, that's what our gods, our deities, our ancestors, our angels, our dragons, our spirits, all of these beings that we know in our heart are present, even if we can't always hear them or feel them or see them. Trust your intuition and know that they're there, you know, and they want to help you be at ease within your own skin and be at ease with yourself. And if it's something that you're not sure about, well, indulge your curiosity. Start looking into that. And I think you'll find that when you really embrace your beliefs, your spiritual beliefs, whatever they are, then that is what this Knight of Swords is about. You are charging forward, learning new things, using your intellect to discover what supports what you already know deep in your heart. All right, my beautiful earth signs, this is what I have for you this week. I really hope that helped and resonated with you. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next week.